This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
So the latest news right now is that James Degale has decided to hang up his boxing gloves and retire from the sport, or at least in a competitive capacity. This is following his loss to Chris Eubank Jr.'s past weekend on the Al Haymon's PBC UK debut on ITV Box Office, where he headlined against Chris Eubank Jr., lost on points. Now, he did say before this fight that should he lose, he's going to retire. Afterwards, there was a bit of and ahhing. He said he wanted to watch the fight back again and see why he lost and then make the decision. Ultimately, now he's made the decision 5 days later and decided to retire. And a lot of people said that it's the right decision to make. And for me, it is the right decision to make in the sense of, listen, he's been world champion. Okay, for me, he's probably got a few fights left in him, but not at the top end of the table, not on a world level capacity. I think that if he was to go fight for a British title, Commonwealth, European, I think he'd win those quite handedly. But ultimately, James Degale, we all know, he loves a pretty penny, okay? And he's not going to get the big money to take on those kind of names. So he decided to hang up his gloves. And it's the right decision to make, in my opinion. I know a lot of people say that he should have done this quite some time ago because the writing's been on the wall for at least the past couple of years. But ultimately, he's now done it, and I'm sure you'll all join me in congratulating him on a great career, and good luck to him in all his future endeavours, all that kind of thing, and a big up for helping support British boxing, and that's ultimately what he's done. He's put on some great fights over the years: George Groves, Chris Eubank Jr., Butte, Badu Jack, and so on. So he's never been afraid to step in, and of course, when he won the title with Degale and that as well. Now, ultimately, it's the right decision to make. And the only kind of real niggle that I ever had with him is that he always tried to put on a great performance for the fans. In other words, let his opponent tee off on him, so fans walk away going, wow, what a great fight. Ultimately, I think this is what become his undoing, because he tried to be a fan favourite when all the fans really wanted him to do was just go in there, blast out the opponent if he can, and win. But listen, and of course the other thing as well is that I wish that he put on a few more fights here in the UK. That's my only real gripes. But can never question his heart, and he was always a proud British champion. He travelled, tried to make a name for himself in America, and he represented Britain. So for that, I'm sure that we're all grateful. So anyway, you drop your thoughts about the career of James Degale. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.